Welcome back to the show. In this episode, I want to talk about why your health has to be your main priority. Okay? Without your health, you have nothing. The money doesn't matter. Relationships don't matter. The hobbies don't matter. You can't even do some of those things if you're not the healthiest person you could be. Okay. If not now, then maybe in the future, you are going to have setbacks because of your health if you're not taking care of it properly. So, why isn't this a priority to you? If you're, overweight, unhealthy, smoking cigarettes, doing drugs, drinking alcohol, whatever it is, okay, why isn't it a priority to you to make the changes necessary to be the best person you could be? Okay. Without your health, you have nothing left. All right. When I made my changes in life, maybe in like 2018 is when I really made the biggest changes. I was in the hospital. Unfortunately, my grandfather passed away, but I was visiting him at the time in the hospital. And I was just looking around and, seeing all these sick people and injured people in the hospital or whatever it was. And it kind of just hit me there that, I never want to be in this hospital. I never want to be at any hospital, especially if I could prevent it. And at the time, I was smoking, I was eating junk food, I was drinking lots of coffee, whatever it was. I had some bad habits. And I said, like, if I could prevent myself from ever being in here, I need to start quitting my bad habits. And on that day is when I quit smoking after, 10 plus years. That's the day I decided to do it. And I haven't touched a cigarette since. That's the day I decided that I had to be the best person I could be. I got to start being in the gym. I got to eat healthier. I never want to be in a hospital, especially for something that I could have prevented in my everyday life. All right. You have to start thinking like this. Small things you're doing every day that are keeping you overweight, keeping you, on drugs or bad habits, whatever it is you're doing, eventually those are going to catch up to you. Eventually, you're going to see a doctor about that and wonder why you were doing this, for the last 20 years. Okay. It could take 10 to 20 years to catch up to you. It could take till, you're 50 and you realize I've been overweight all my life. And, I wish at 30, I could have done something about this to prevent what's happening now. It might happen later in life. So you have to remember that it's what you do today that could prevent that happening in the future. Okay. Your health has to be your main priority. Even a small injury that I've had recently in the gym, stopped me from golfing for like 3 weeks. I know it sounds stupid, but even just that, I was thinking like, wow, like you have to be grateful when you're 100%. You have to be grateful when your body is working perfectly. You could hear, you could see, you could talk, you could walk, whatever it is, you should be grateful on that. And you need to, not underestimate the health and, your body being in perfect shape or at least, 100% that day. Okay. You have to maintain that health the best you can. Okay. Whatever you have to stop doing it today. If you're overweight, figure out how to get on the best diet and start working out every day. Get down to a healthy weight. If you have bad habits, you need to figure out how you could quit those bad habits immediately and stop making excuses on why you're doing these things. I don't care if you're doing drugs because you're unhappy and miserable. Make yourself happy then. Make yourself grateful and then start quitting those bad habits. If you're drinking every day, getting high every day, like how long are you going to be high and drunk for? Are you going to maintain that lifestyle until you're in your 50s or 60s? Like, do you not want to live as long as you can and be as healthy as you can in that older age? All right. Or are you going to be 6 years old, regretting your past, your 20s and your 30s for all those bad habits that you're currently doing now? You are going to regret this eventually, okay? It's time to change your life and be the healthiest person you can be. If not now, then when? If you're not worried about this, then why? This is your life, okay? Make the best out of it. Be grateful for what you have. If you're 100% health right now and you could walk, talk, and do all the activities you want, don't take that for granted, all right? Because if you're doing bad habits, if you're overweight, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is you're doing, okay? You know what you're doing. If you're in that state, Don't take it for granted that you're going to be this healthy forever. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you. Eventually, you're going to regret some of the things that you could have prevented that might put you in a hospital, that might make you, frequent doctor visits. Maybe, you're not as mobile as you can be in the future because of something you're doing now. What you're doing today is going to affect your future. Make sure you choose the right things. I'm going to leave the video at that. I hope I inspired you. I hope I motivated you, at least somebody, to start making the changes you need to do today to be a better person tomorrow, in a year, in 10 years. Okay? Don't look back and regret the things you're doing now and stop you from living a better life in the future. All right? So yes, I hope I inspired you. I hope I motivated you a little bit. If you have any questions about, this topic, it's something I like talking about because I made a lot of changes in my life. I was always healthy. I was never like at the hospital or always at the doctor because of health, but I did have bad habits and, I did some things that, may have affected me in the future that I would regret not doing now. Okay. And even just being in the gym, that's just a part of me trying to be the most active and the healthiest I could be. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to be have the best physique. I'm doing it for my future. I'm doing it for my health. And if that's not important to you, then I don't know what is. Okay. Like, subscribe, comment if you like this kind of content. That's what inspires me to keep making these types of videos. I'll see you on the next one.